Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the live. It is Monday, November 25th. It feels like Friday because we were working all weekend.
Yeah.
It really does, actually. It feels like Friday. That was messed up. I almost said Friday. Holy smokes. I'm really out of it. Ah,
Yeah. Monday.
Monday. Dude, I'm pretty ticked off that DuPont is in the, named the men's sevens. It was named men's. So Antoine DuPont, the captain, I think he's the captain of the French 15s team, right?
Yeah.
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 Halfback for 15s, came over, played in a couple of sevens tournaments just to, figure it out, basically. And then won gold with France that at the Olympics with the French sevens team. He somehow got men's sevens player of the year. And I'm
Crazy.
pretty sure last year he got world's rugby player of the year. Best rugby player of the year in the world, I think. Here we go. Only the second player, male or female, to win both the sevens and 15s player of the year awards. It is hard to quantify the impact Antoine Dupont had on France's fortunes. Prior to Dupont's arrival, Les Bleus Sevens were a good team, but they had not won a series title in 19 years. He helped end that long wait in his second tournament in Los Angeles in March and will go on to propel the side to HSBC Sevens championship success and an Olympic gold medal. In front of a packed Stade de France crowds at Paris 2024, Dupont was at his inspirational best, scoring 4 tries, including the match-confirming score in the quarterfinal against Argentina and a brace to help beat back-to-back defending champions Fiji in the gold medal match. The other nominees are Aaron Grandidier and another French player, and Terry Kennedy for Ireland. Pretty weak nominees, really.
Di so long animasi there. For Rugby Sevens Dream Team of the Year.
Yeah, I did see that, actually. It's been quite a year for National Rugby rep Ponipate Longnimasi. Congratulations, by the way, after being named in the Men's Sevens Dream Team of the Year at the World Rugby Awards today. Longnimasi won a silver medal with Fiji Sevens in Paris before making his Flying Fijians debut at the Pacific Nations Cup in Japan. And then he scored, I think, in his opening match. Yeah. When they were wearing the black and pink jerseys.
Yeah.
Or black and red. It's reddish pink. And then now he's signed with Ndrua. So he's having quite a year.
Yeah.
He's having quite
sevens
a year.
To 15s to Super Rugby.
To Super Rugby now. So, I mean, that just shows how good of an athlete he is.
Yeah.
How versatile he is. He didn't play in the game against Ireland? No,
he didn't. Yeah. How's that game though?
Oh yeah, speaking of that game. Yeah. Just kind of I guess a frustrating game to watch. Just felt like there wasn't anything that we could do. Ireland's just too good. I don't know, I feel like we played as almost like I feel like we played as good as we could play. I don't know what we would do really differently. I mean, I'm sure McBurn knows what he would do differently or what we didn't do well.
Definitely the discipline.
Discipline. I mean, but discipline is sometimes the result of playing against a really good team. You end up getting penalized because they're just too good, and you end up offside because they're so fast off the ruck, or they're something happens in the break or in the set piece, but their set piece also is good and ours wasn't good. Like our lineouts, we missed. Man, it felt like 5 or 6 lineouts,
Yeah.
which was
The first
not
half.
really character. Like that wasn't really something that we've been struggling with a lot recently. And Ikanavere has been a really good. I mean, he's a captain, and so he's a captain, and he's our our lineout thrower,
Yeah.
the hooker, and so like he's obviously a good player, and so you don't get to be the captain of a team unless you're a good player, also a good leader. But he wasn't throwing well, and then Sam Matavesi came in, and he also threw one away, I think. And so yeah, I think maybe just all the pressure, like yeah, we could have done that better, and I'm sure every player feels like they might have been able to do something better.
Yeah.
There's a few missed tackles here and there, but that was, I think, because they just had us all out of sorts with their backline plays. They're so sick. Like, yeah, their set piece is unreal. Like the way they work, their backline, their loops, their missed passes, the dummies, like everything is just too good, man. I didn't really know. Yeah, maybe there's something that they felt like. Here, I saw an article here. Frustrating loss, yeah, says in the other label. While that page is loading. Oh, here we go. Admits they cannot afford to make costly errors like conceding 2 yellow cards and 17 penalties, as they did in their gut-wrenching 52-17 loss to Ireland yesterday. Yeah. Skipper highlighted several weaknesses that proved detrimental to their hopes of ending November tour on a high note. Yeah, it's quite frustrating for me, to be honest. Like Coach said, we had lots of penalties, and then back-footing most of the time. Probably our defense as well as our connection and communication. Yeah. The Fiji water flying Fijians have rounded up their campaign this year with players returning to their clubs in the Fijian Drua prepping for the off-season camp to be held in Kandavu next month. Interesting. So the Drua are having the off-season camp in Kandavu.
Oi.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah. Where is this? Sorry, I'm loading this page. So, the men's breakthrough rugby player of the year, World Rugby, was Wallace CTT. That is like a great. I think that is 100%. He gets it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, Sasha Feinberg, what is his name? Ngomazulu? He's like the number 10, the new number 10. He was on the nominees, so that was freaking legit. Did Fiji have anybody in the dream team for 15s? Oh, so the men's 15 dream team this year was Oxeniche, Malcolm Marks, Tyrell Lomax, Evan Etzebeth, obviously, Tag Byrne, Pablo Matera, Peter Steph Dutoit, and Peter Steph Dutoit won the men's player of the year, like World Rugby player of the year, which is, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Kaylin Doris, which is Ireland's number 8. Jamieson Gibson Park, Ireland. Damien McKenzie, 10. 11, James Lowe. 12, Damien Delende. Oh. That is, I get it. But I mean, how don't you pick Bundyaki for that?
Yeah.
Well, for the dream team?
Dream team.
How does Bundy not get number 12 on the dream team?
Yeah.
I mean, South Africa has obviously been the most dominant team all this year. Finishing, winning the Rugby World Cup and then finishing unbeaten, So, I guess.
Bundy.
Yeah, but Bundy, so Damien Delende, number 12. Jesse Creel, number 13. Oh. Chesson Colby at 14 and Will Jordan at 15. Yeah, you have to pick Will Jordan.
Can't wait for AI video refereeing. It won't stop us from losing, but it's one less thing to complain about.
Oh,
Focus
yeah.
more on the game. Oh, so AI refereeing is right now is with football.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Something they've introduced.
Yeah, okay. I have no problem getting rid of refs altogether and handing over technology. Yeah. Technology can make mistakes, I guess, but it will make way less mistakes than human refs.
Yeah.
You can program it and it can be hacked and it can be unfair, yeah, but you can pay off refs as well. And refs, no matter what, refs have biases. Like, whether they want to admit it or not, refs have, even if you're, like you always are, from a neutral, like if, Nandronga is playing Suva, like the ref won't be from Nandronga or Suva, but like in their mind, they would have a preference if they were just a fan that day on cheering for who would win. Whether they know somebody in the team or they're related or they're with a group of friends that's all cheering for one side, like you can be biased. And whether or not, that bias is there, whether or not it influences your decisions when you're a ref is another thing. But yes, for Fiji, I think it would be an advantage, for us to have fair reffing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would be necessarily good for our outcomes. I think it would be good for the fan base, because then we could either be proven that, yeah, we were getting mistreated a lot and by biased refereeing, or we all need to shut up because it's actually, there was no bias. And
You have to do.
and we just have to deal with it. We have to get better.
Yeah, get better.
Because like sometimes a lot of people, even me, I'm guilty of being like, oh, the ref, and I've tried not to just talk about the ref in my review of the game, because then I will talk about it coming up here. But I just feel like that's not. You can't spend all your time, like as a coach, you wouldn't just be like complain about the ref. That doesn't help you guys win the next game. You wouldn't be like, okay guys, we really got screwed over by the ref. We did everything really well though, like let's try again next week. There's always something that you can work on. So yeah, I think we need the AI reffing, if that's a thing. I don't even know, I haven't thought about that. I don't watch football, so maybe that is legit. Huh.
Bola sisa musun roka. Hello again.
Hey, how are you?
Pela sio bola re sia.
Pella, you must be back in Regina. Pella's just about to finish his city police schooling.
Oh, okay.
So
That's great.
he's gonna be
Getting back in
he's gonna be
shape
strapped up.
Yeah.
Got have a piece strapped to his hip. He's like, dude. Yeah, we had so many good stories when you're hanging out with Pella in Canada.
Yeah.
So Pella's from Waitambu in Taviuni. And we did a vlog with Pella, if you guys remember. And if you haven't, it's one of the more popular vlogs that we've done, where we go back to his mom's village, his Kornivasu in Sangani. That was last year? Yeah. And so, I was just trying to remember the story that he told. They had to, I think, I don't want to script the story. Like, because he's, like, one of the few, like, people who were not born in Canada, like, in his training. And Pella's, like, a really outgoing guy, right?
Yeah.
And so they're doing this, like, this drill where I don't know if they had to count 1, 2, 3, or they're like left, right, left, right, left, right. I think it was what they're counting. And so they're all supposed to be counted together. And Pella's like, because he's not a shy kind of guy. They're like, okay, they started their exercise. He's like, 1, 2, 3, and he's the only one counting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the whole group. And then I think the trainer was like, okay, everybody stop. He's like, what did he call him? Constable Veracula.
Okay.
Yeah. Were you born in Canada?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, sir. I was not born in Canada. Constable Veracula.
Yeah.
Is English your first language?
Yeah.
No, sir. English is not my first language.
Yeah.
What is your first language, Constable? Sir, my first language is Fijian. Yeah. They like yell it. Why is Constable Veracula the only one who's speaking in English?
Yeah.
Can you guys not speak in English? Something like that. And then after that, everybody
Start counting.
I don't know if they're doing press ups or something like that, dude. The way he told the story is so funny. I think he thought he was gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
He's like, Constable Veracula, is English your first language? Why, if Constable Veracula is not English is not his first language, is the only one talking? Why is it so funny, dude?
I think it comes naturally because when we do it here, it's like we do that counting, doing training.
Yeah.
And 1, and 2, and 3.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. He has so many good stories, man, coming out of his police training.
Yeah.
Like, because they're doing like lots of training with their firearms and stuff like that, like clearing buildings, clearing rooms, like hostage situations, school shooter. And so he was just, dude, so many good stories, dude.
I was saying, back in Canada. I'm here in Dubai.
Okay.
Pella.
In where?
Back in Dubai. He's in Dubai.
Pella?
Yeah. Who's you?
Huh?
Yeah, Pella.
He's in Regina.
Huh?
He's in Regina.
No, he says, what's the blog? Too nice. Back in Canada, Sanjina. I'm here in Dubai.
He must be joking around then.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he's in Regina.
Wait,
Dubai.
Gam and Silika. Hello again. Bulasia. Hello from Sabu. Kids watching King David, Tale, and Nakuku. Full concentrating to the TV.
Hey! Oh, shoot.
Bula King David, Tale, and Nakuku. Bulasia.
Bull, everybody. Thank you for joining. Kids are in the background playing rugby right now.
Kids are playing over there. Bula Nani in New Zealand. Bula Williame Damamoro. Hey, long time I didn't see this guy.
Yeah.
Williame?
Yeah.
Can't wait to try out your coffee. It's coming soon.
Yeah, when are you guys coming? That is, Tali, his daughter, was with us in some trouble last year. They're neighbors of ours in Canada.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes. Dude, there's some very jacked women in the picture from World Rugby.
Yeah. Other from Vancouver Island. Jonathan Nikoro.
Bula.
And Nani.
Look at this. Some jack chicks, eh?
Oh, yeah. Are they what? 7th or?
I think that's just all the awards winners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Take to Siwang Kabadam. Bula yeah.
We lost it already this morning, so.
Yeah, everyone's asking, where's the grog?
Yeah, well, Korea was told to be here, but.
Yeah, we lost it early in the morning. You're supposed to go to Sabu.
Yeah, it's Tu's birthday today.
Yeah.
So I think we should all sing happy birthday to Tu. Let my voice be heard all around the world. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, stop.
Happy birthday, dear. What? Bonnie.
Come sing.
Happy birthday to you. No, just kidding. No, I just sang to him.
Yeah.
I sang happy birthday to him.
He sang to me. Yeah, So we celebrated up my birthday, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Steph made what was that pizza called?
Oh, shrimp pesto.
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 Okay, yeah,
Garlic or basil pesto, eh?
yeah, and
Shrimp and basil pesto pizza with a cream cheese base,
yeah, my favorite cheesecake.
and then cheesecake.
Ooh,
Is there any leftover? A little bit.
yeah.
Sip some cheesecake, or sip some of your iced Americano with cheesecake.
And the grog.
Yeah.
Plus yung manta.
Oh, Chase.
Yeah.
So, whoa, what else do we got here? What else did we do this weekend?
Oh, so William is saying
We were-
landing in Lambas on the 3rd.
3rd December.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At 3:15 p.m.
Hoy.
Singangga laksan may bago.
Yeah, more than welcome.
Come and try the Singanga
D-
coffee and the Singanga grog.
Singapore Grog's all in Canada.
They.
And, okay, December 3rd, eh? December 3rd. All right. So they must be here for like a month there over the Christmas season,
Right.
Christmas break.
So that's
Nice.
just next week, the following week.
Yeah.
Wait, next week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
next week.
Mm.
Yeah, wow. You will be tasting that coffee soon. I better
Yeah.
get the coffee shop cleaned up. We were actually in Sub all weekend.
week,
Yeah.
Last week.
We are doing some filming at a retreat. So at Wassa Wassa. So we were supposed to be there today, but they ended up not needing us, and we'll go for the closing day tomorrow. Yeah. So if you guys do retreats or events, or you guys want content made for your business, that's what we're doing with Waka Media. And so this is a retreat that they want to get. They wanted to capture, and then they want us to be able to make some videos that kind of tell the story of what happened at the retreat, and to get more people to come next year when they want to start making this an annual event. So there's about 30 people, and it's a 1 week long kind of almost like an isolation kind of thing, like no phones and
Yeah.
yeah, it's called self mastery, I think. Yeah.
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 New beginning.
Yeah. And so, yeah, pretty cool for us to be able to get this opportunity. Yeah.
It's such has a really nice view in the morning. In Wassa Wassa.
Yeah.
Wassa Wassa lodging.
Yeah. Amazing view in the morning.
Sunrise.
So we took our drone and we opened it up out of the bag to fly it, and one of the propellers was broken. Did the gimbal end up fixing itself?
No, yeah, we're gonna try. I just packed it after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I checked it.
Huh.
You can check it after this.
Might be time for an upgrade. Mini 4.
Mini 4 Pro.
How much is a Mini 4 Pro?
I did.
US
Thank you.
1000.
Thank you. Ew, vinakapela. Awadevo. Tulo si Rawa. One small buturaki fukuroi. Yo,
Yeah, we don't know where that guy is right now.
I saw him down there walking. Oh, there.
Oh, really?
He's coming up.
No, he's
my
going to
boy.
Rugby.
I go to the coffee shop after today.
Yeah.
After that, I just sit down at the aircon. I had a 10-minute sleep.
Thank you. Steph said that too.
Yeah?
Like, he's gonna go to the aircon. Like, oh my gosh.
Because I planned to go to the barber shop. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not going to the barber shop.
That's funny.
How's the bus do so well? Would there be any other like him? Fiji Rugby should start grooming. What's your take?
Oh, I don't think you can groom somebody like that. And he's a specimen. Like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really know if there's somebody else that is gonna be like him. I'm thinking if there's anybody. Yeah, I don't really know of any other Fijian guys that are, yeah,
Hmm.
beast beast mode like him. Yeah, because he's one of those players that's getting over the hill now. Or he's like, yeah, he's in his prime, probably at the end of his prime, I guess. Unless he could, because he is one of those like super special players. He might have like a long time left in him. I don't know. But like, they're just those guys are not young anymore. Like Long Nimasi, you know,
Yeah.
like like some of these other guys that are playing for the Nrua, and so they've been just playing like Botia now is getting up there in age, Randrandra, Naya Dalevu, like they're all still playing really really good rugby, but yeah, they're not young anymore. The guys who are kind of in the middle of their prime are guys like Wainingolo, like Botitu,
Yeah.
like yeah, they're not the youngsters anymore. Like Wainingolo is one of the experienced guys. So yeah, but he's playing really really good rugby too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sick.
Boleh nak listening in from Delani Venuku in Sinai. Taki wasi Sinai vitau. Boleh wale saratu. Blare.
From the Sand Mountain. Where? From where? Ndela Venuku.
Yeah, Delani Venuku.
Oh, Delani Venuku.
Sand.
Thank you. From Sinai.
Yeah.
Unreal, eh?
He's a soldier. I think.
Guys, if you actually, if you guys are listening to this, chances are you also listen to podcasts, or if you don't, you should. There's one that I listened to this week, and I don't really talk about the podcast that I listen to because everybody listens to a podcast that they want you to listen to. But there's a Christian music artist, hip hop artist called Lecrae, Lecrae. Maybe you guys have heard of him. I'm sure lots of you have. He just started his own podcast. It was about. Okay, so it's about a year ago. Sorry, it's about a year ago. But he just started having big guests on. Like he was doing it a lot by himself. But anyways, there's one that he dropped 3 days ago with Philip Anthony Mitchell. So if you guys go search his podcast on podcast apps, it's called The Deep End. It's The Deep End with Lecrae, and he does the podcast with Philip Anthony Mitchell, who's the pastor of what is it, 2819? Is that the name of his church?
Oh.
Anthony Mitchell. Yeah, 2819 Church in Atlanta. And, dude, just an unbelievable podcast of a guy who has such a huge heart for the church and his heart for preaching the word and the word as it is. He's been in Matthew for like 2 years. It's just cool things. Like I've always wondered why why Philip Anthony Mitchell always wears black. Like you guys might have seen when you guys go look it up, you guys might see his face, and you've seen probably some of his Instagram reels and stuff online. But he always wears black. And did you hear that part of the podcast did you hear the reason why? Or maybe I didn't hear it when
Which
you were in
one?
the
The one
vehicle.
we were listening to
Yeah,
yesterday?
yeah,
On the way?
yeah.
Yeah, on and off.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
dozing
yeah,
off.
because you're dozing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you're so tired. But anyways, he wears all black all the time. Like it's not just on stage. Because I've just noticed every time he's preaching, he's always wearing black. But he never wears color, and it's because 2 years ago, when he went to Israel, he's been a pastor for 12 years, but people have only started hearing about him in the last year and a half. And it's a classic. Like nobody sees the 10 years before an overnight success. And so he's one of those guys people are like, wow, he's just mega church. And he's like, dude, I've been doing this for a long time. I spent, 10 years being a pastor before anybody even heard my name until our church started growing in numbers. But 2 years ago, when he popped off, it was, after he came back from a trip to Israel, and he was at the Garden Tomb, and he walked out of the Garden Tomb, and he heard this group of people singing, and he walked over, and this guy, like, kind of like he prophesied over him. And he said something happened in that moment where, like, he died to the person that he was up until that point.
Yeah.
And so he said that God told him to, two things. One was that he should just preach from what comes off of it. Like, he prepares, but he doesn't take any notes up on the stage.
Okay.
So he just takes his Bible.
Right.
And so he studies like crazy, obviously, to be prepared.
Right.
But he never preaches off of an outline. And the second thing is, he said, because you've died to yourself, you'll never wear color again. So he only wears black to represent, like, his death to his old self. Yeah. And so
Crazy commitment.
yeah. I mean, and it's just normal clothes. He's not like a monk, like wearing like robe or like
Right,
something
but
like
still,
that.
like-
So it's just like, so he's like a sweater and black jeans and black hat
Yeah.
or something like that, or a shirt. And yeah, it's just, dude. There's people who speak with like such conviction, and when you listen to them, it almost like reignites your love for the thing that they are passionate about.
Right.
And it wasn't even like I was looking to be ignited, for church and the community. Church not being the building, church being the people, and the community around it, and even just his case for why we need the church as the community, as the people, not the building, but the people, is just so inspiring. And yeah, you guys gotta listen to it. Anyways, Lecrae, Philip Anthony Mitchell, such a good podcast.
Right. I gotta read some comments.
Yeah.
It's like, left field. Hello, bull again.
Hey, left field.
Unless the kids start lifting weights out the womb, then we can have another tuisoba.
Yeah, I know.
They,
With the calves. With the calves,
yeah.
man.
They tu si wang kamada. Bulang vinaka malo from Tonga. Oh, Heather's in the chat.
Heather.
Rakandundu.
Oh, Rakandundu.
So I would love to see if Waka Media would like to be part of our Pacific Reach project. We will be placing in Ravi Ravi in the new year. Filming.
Yeah.
Let's talk offline for details.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, we've done a couple jobs. The one job that stands out to me for the NGO stuff is what we did for FNU in Kabewa.
Oh
But,
yeah, that's
yeah.
for FNU. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably it's a similar job where they install biogas units on every village in Kabewa
Yep.
village, in Kabewa
Kabewa,
Island. Yeah.
Kabewa.
One village, one island, and they wanted us to come in and document kind of what it's done for the people, and yeah, it was really easy for us to, because we're used to telling stories on our vlog. Like, I don't know, for us, like the media thing is just a natural byproduct of what we do here. That's why we have the media company, because like I don't need to convince you guys that like we know how to tell a story. And we're good at it just because we do it all the time. That's all.
Yeah.
And like nobody cares about nobody cares that they put biogas units in every house. That's cool. That's about how much you people will care. Or that you're gonna put solar. Okay, cool. Look at how much solar panels and batteries we installed in Ravi Ravi village. Cool. We need to tell the story of how that like impacted people's lives. What is the now, the result compared to before? What is the pain point? So how are we gonna hook people in to the story so that people actually watch? And then what pain point that people relate with is it going to solve? What problem does your product solve? And so that's, everybody has a product. It's just like what makes your storytelling, what makes your product different than others? And so people just always try to just sell their product and ignore the the storytelling part of it.
It's more than just a job for us. It's something that we're passionate about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we find was it pleasure or
It's
the
actually like
fulfillment, or like we enjoy doing
yeah,
it
like
more.
actually, you know what? I don't know if I would say like enjoy is not like enjoy is the right word, but it's also not like I actually find it really stressful
Yeah.
because it's such a huge responsibility for me. Like even just being at this retreat, I'm exhausted because I'm just like, and I don't feel like I'm not like working hard. I'm literally sitting there. Our cameras are rolling. But I'm just always like,
Thinking at the end product.
yeah,
how
think
we're
about
gonna-
the like fear of missing out of a shot, and so you're just like, shoot. Even like, do I turn the camera off? If I turn the camera off, like
missed
I'm
the-
gonna, if I want to just press the record button, you know, then it's not gonna be on. So should I turn it off? Should I leave it on? So I leave it on, and then it's like 10 minutes later. Okay, I haven't been missing anything. Off, and be like, shoot, and I'll put it down on the table beside me. Okay, I hope you know.
Yeah.
And so, I'm very, I guess we're just passionate about it because I believe in the power of storytelling. And so, yeah, it's a big responsibility, but it's something that we are very passionate about. And so, yeah, people often don't. I think the thing that you need to think about, Heather, would be like we always like when I talk to people are interested in working is like the 4 Ps. That you probably need to like. What is your intention with this marketing, with the content that you want to make? So, like, what is your product? So the first P, what is your product? Second P, who's the person that you're making this product for? What is the problem that it solves for that person? And then what platform do you want to are we targeting with this content? So, because you would make different kinds of content and we would film differently, and we would set up the whole story differently if you're like, oh, I just want it to be like short form reels for social media. Well, then that's a very different to like a long form,
Yep.
horizontal video for YouTube. But like at this retreat, they kind of want all the footage, and they don't know exactly. They want to have it so they could do horizontal. So we're having to film horizontal, and then we're gonna have to crop for social media, or it'll just be a horizontal post video that will just be normally like horizontal instead of that vertical 9:16, right? And so these are all things that people need to think about when they do media, because there's a lot of people who do media. It's just like it's more than just holding a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we also have the gears too.
Yeah.
Like that's where we're a good combination, because like we're always like looking out for different things, right?
Yeah.
Like how to use like the the gimbal and the Sony and set up all that stuff, and then I'm trying to be a wannabe cameraman in the background, but thinking more about the story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Nice bull bar. Yeah, that's a nice bull bar over there.
yeah, courtesy of Matuk Motors spare parts in Lambasa. So he gave me this bull bar actually.
Oh.
It's a good price. Given. Price free.
Just have to put it on.
Yeah, and he didn't even say anything about like promoting them or whatever. He was like, bro, hey, I got this bull bar. It's been in storage for a long time.
Yeah.
Like since 2018, like when my model came out. And it's not selling. And it's not like they have like an online catalog, right?
Yeah.
So like people aren't really upgrading these D-Maxes a lot anymore. And so he's like, do you want it? I was like, I'm not going to say no. So, but I've been gone to Canada, Stephanie was gone, all that stuff. So I haven't had time. So I'm going to need to do the install myself because I don't trust somebody to cut up the front of my truck. And so I don't really know when I'm going to get the time to do it. That's the thing. Because, yeah, I don't know.
I got somebody here.
Oh yeah.
Bulog na katawata.
Bulabnaka.
Usota siya nilay vital talayani. Dagay sota tala chico. Bulawan no Kotambalabo.
What?
Bulawan no Kotambalabo. Is he one of your friends in
Bulona.
Saskatchewan?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
saying,
man.
he's,
In the.
sorry he couldn't make it. Farewell you.
Oh, he said. Yeah, I'm like thinking like. Tobata. Yeah, we were together in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
with who?
Luma. Luma.
Beta?
Yeah.
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 What's your best choice for 4x4 twin cab that suits Fiji roads?
Oh,
Put it on the track, amazing ni raw.
somebody said. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. It really depends. Like, do you have a budget restriction? If not, like, I would recommend. I would drive a Hilux if the budget was an issue.
Yeah.
I'm just a Toyota guy, and I think the ride is better than the D-Max. I think that the D-Max, like at least this model, I haven't driven the new ones. This model of D-Max, I think, is oversprung, and meaning that it rides a bit harsh. I think on the rough roads. It handles really well for like a truck on the highways, like because of the stiffer suspension. Once you load it down, like with weight, it's perfect. But it's like I think it's like 300 kilos oversprung. So if it would ride, the way it rides when it has like 300 kilos in the back, is how I wish it rode all the time. So if it just had a bit of a softer spring, and I don't know if that's possible. You need a variable rate like leaf pack. And I don't know if they make that for these. But people really, really like these D-Maxes because of the fuel efficiency. They chew less, as we say in Fiji. So lots of people want these. I've had guys that, hey, are you selling this one? Because of their fuel efficiency. Yeah. And so...
So you choose Hilux?
I would choose a Hilux, but... Dude, I've never had a single issue. This thing has never, ever left me stranded. Ever.
Yeah.
And it's never thrown a check engine light. Like, it's been perfect. There's a squeak in the front end right now since I left here with my wife for the last 3 weeks. But, and she probably drives really, really fast on these rough roads. But I don't have any hard feelings. Actually, I don't have any hard feelings because I might have put her AirPods to the wash today and she might...
Shoot!
Yeah. Okay, anyways. But... I can't complain about this vehicle. And for the price and the amount that you save buying a D-Max, you can go and do a bunch of other stuff with that extra money. So if budget's not an issue, yeah, probably get a if budget's not an issue, go get a Ford Raptor. But I've heard those things are going through diffs and transmissions like crazy right now. I don't know. But I did ride in the brand new Ford Raptor. And
how is it?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's obviously really comfortable. It's a nice place to be. It's more along the lines of kind of a trim.
So
yeah,
it's on
like a trim
luxury
level that you get in Canada on a a normal truck, right? Or upper, probably like your top of the line trim levels in Canada. Yeah.
So you choose the Hilux over Cruiser?
Yeah, different application, I think. If you're so the Land Cruiser is a half-ton truck. So these are quarter tons, right? I guess we would call them, in Canada. So this is a very light truck chassis. So its ability to carry weight, its towing capacity is less than that of the Land Cruiser. And then, from Land Cruiser, at least overseas, you can go up another step into 1-ton trucks. And so that's like Don's big red truck.
Yeah.
Don's is a 3/4 ton. And so then from there you can go to a 1-ton, which is the same as Don's truck. It just has heavier springs in it. So it can just take more weight. But they ride like cinder blocks,
You?
So just very stiff, right? But like guys who have ranches or cows and big farms and towing equipment, that's what they drive. Like my brother-in-law Peter just got a brand new GMC 2500 HD AT4. So here, let me show you. 2024 GMC.
Hilux is like
25.
Tusova. D-Max is like many label. Smart and fancy.
Yeah, this is the truck my brother-in-law just got, and he yeah, this.
Oh.
So,
Catchy.
so these trucks, these new trucks, these 1 tons, they ride like better than any vehicle that you can get even in Fiji. So now they're making these trucks have like they got this one doesn't have air ride, but they got like nice leaf packs and they just dude. But I mean, when you spend enough money, you get yeah, you get that. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, last year when I went to Canada, he had one of these. He'd just gotten it. And obviously, your wife's never happy when you get, a new vehicle, right?
Yeah.
His wife is Stephanie's sister. And so, but he uses his truck for work because he sells farming equipment and stuff like that. So he's towing guys' stuff to their farms all the time from the yard. And then I go this year, like 12 months later, and he's like, "Oh, I got a new truck." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I've already seen your new truck like last year when I was here." And he's like, "No, another new one."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Same color, same trim level, same vehicle, same everything, just a brand new one."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, like you less than 12 months ago, you had a brand new one.
Yeah.
So you have a new one?" He's like, "Yeah." Because he drives so much, he put like 107,000 kilometers on his truck in 1 year. And so like it was out of warranty and everything. And so basically just like replaced it, similar
Yeah.
like payment plan, all that kind of stuff, I'm sure. But I'm like, holy crap, 100,000 kilometers. Like I haven't even put 100,000 kilometers on this thing in
This
4 years.
Yeah, it's been 4 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so yeah, so like after that, like his warranty's out, and so it makes sense for somebody like that.
Yeah.
Like so that's not his vehicle is a work expense, right? And I guess mine is too, but in a different way. So going back to the Land Cruiser is a half-ton truck on a 1-ton chassis because Land Cruisers are built. The majority of Land Cruisers get sold into the mining industry in Africa and Australia. So the Land Cruiser is not a vehicle built for comfort and creature comforts and nice sound system and comfortable seats. And although they've outfitted it with that now, that is not the purpose of a Land Cruiser. It's like a very utilitarian vehicle. And so, so my mom and dad are moving here next year, and we talked very briefly while I was home about like, what would be the better vehicle for them when they move. And the Land Cruiser is a bit pricier than the Hilux.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pricier than the Hilux, so you have to take that into account. But then it's also like the seats aren't as comfortable. The ride is rougher because it's a heavier vehicle. Heavier springs on the vehicle, and so it's like, my mom's got not the best back. Are they going to use it for farming stuff all the time? No, it'll probably be like us, right? Once in a while, but like you can use a Hilux for farming stuff as well. And so for the extra money, probably just go with a Hilux. If you are transporting heavy things all the time, or you need like front and rear locking differentials and stuff like that, I would go for the Land Cruiser. Would I drive a Land Cruiser if I could? Yes, I would. I would. But I do not enjoy a Land Cruiser in its stock form inside. Change the seats, change the sound system. exhaust, obviously, because you can't have a turbo V8 and not have a good sounding exhaust. So
This comment from Sisa. You guys should see the documentary on YouTube about the Hilux war in Africa. When asked to comment on their vehicles being used in military applications by not nice people, Toyota Hilux basically, Toyota HQ basically said, "We are happy people have found use for our product."
yeah, because you see
Dude,
like
I
the machine
remember.
guns mounted
Yeah,
on
at the back, they're like serious.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, all Hilux.
all Hiluxes or Land Cruisers, basically. There we go, the Great Toyota War. I'm opening it here, and I'm gonna pause it, and I'll watch it. I'll watch it later.
Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger? Yeah, I'm just not really a big Ford guy. Yeah, I've heard they're good though. I've heard they're good. They ride nice. They definitely ride nice. I'm just not really a big. I've never been
Ford.
a big Ford guy. Yeah, but I like old Fords, like old Ford trucks in Canada, the square body, like very nice, very nice.
This guy, Born Hula. Born. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Good afternoon, legend. Watching you from Northern Territory, Australia in Arnhem Land.
Arnhem
place
Land?
called
Yeah, Arnhem Land. Wow.
Noolun. Good. Bye.
Come on, dude.
Never-
Don't really disrespect
I
the
don't know, it's
people
like
and their
African-
culture. Come on,
Weird
man.
ass name.
Try.
Oh, wait. I was gonna ask, like anybody who's listening in,
Yeah.
is anybody in Auckland? Yeah, Auckland.
You need something from Auckland?
No, I'm planning to go. there.
Oh, for the concert
Yeah, much.
in March?
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, somebody's there wanna take me around. That'll be a good vlog.
The
for me.
660.
660
Yeah,
concert.
yeah.
It's in March. I think they're doing one too in Australia, but I feel like going to New Zealand is much more closer and
Is it
affordable.
cheaper?
Yeah.
What's the ticket price?
To one way, it's like
No, but you need return, obviously.
return is around 800 something or 900 New Zealand.
New Zealand dollars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that's Fijian dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
that's
New
in-
Zealand.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's in Fijian dollars.
Yeah, because Sydney's like 400 US right now in March.
Yeah.
So, yeah, similar. Similar, I guess. Yeah. But I think it's closer, huh?
Yeah. What's this? Oh, that place.
So you're just going for the weekend? Like go
Yeah,
on
just-
Friday, come on Sunday?
Yeah, just for that weekend when they gonna do the concert in Auckland.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just spend the night or two nights there and then come back again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not far.
Yeah.
It's not like you need to stay for a long time.
Ah.
Yeah.
And it's in Auckland. Where's your relatives live?
Gisborne, I think?
Gisborne.
Yeah, which is far from Auckland.
Oh yeah. That's
But there'll
very
be people. We can make a post.
far.
We're going to take Tui around in Auckland.
Yeah, just
Somebody.
take me around and I'll do a whole vlog going there, coming back. To going one way. Yo, could you go one way?
Go one way and never come back. $660. You really like 660, eh?
Yeah.
What do you like about them?
I don't know. This
No,
is,
I'm saying like not why you should like them. Like I don't know why you like them. Well, what do you like about 660?
that I don't know. It's
Just the music?
the music and
Yeah.
the lyrics and the fact they're so underrated, but they give out good music. They put
Okay.
out good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the whole story about the band itself. They were just like boys in the college, and they stayed in Newcastle. The name of the house, or like, it's not the name. It's what do you call it? The number, the street, yeah. House lot.
Yeah.
Lot
Yeah.
is 660, and that's And that's how they, yeah, it's just a bunch of boys
Yeah.
just jamming in their garage.
Yeah.
And then they started off. Matthew Walters is the leader of the band.
Okay. Okay.
And they have a really good storyline. It's a very modern, yes, very modern reggae.
Reggae.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Some of the songs a bit
I haven't heard
reggae.
the reggae kind of song.
Okay, after this I'll introduce
Oh, okay.
660 to you.
No, because I've heard lots of their music. I just never really thought about it as reggae.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
yeah. They're really big in New Zealand, and this year, I think they finished off their tour in England, UK, and just like watching it, it's like, whoa, they have a broad, you know, uh, fan base.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and in places where you didn't really expect them to have fans,
Right. Right. They do.
but they're really so like not a lot of people know them, which is good.
You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always love knowing about music before other people know about it.
yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
James Arthur though is doing a concert.
Who's this?
James Arthur
Who's that?
is a guy from England, UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know that song. Dang, he has a lot of songs. But he was in the American Idol. Oh no, yeah, the American Idol,
Oh.
and he won back in 2011 or 2010. Yeah, it's really raspy voice, really good.
Oh.
Yeah, he writes really good music.
How do you spell his name?
James Arthur.
Oh, Arthur. Okay.
Yeah, and he's joining Brian Adams in their next concert in January in Australia.
Oh.
Mm.
So you're gonna go to Australia?
Nope, no, I'm just going for this 660.
Oh, but. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have friends or somebody who lives in Auckland, just let us know, because
To show you
have
around.
somebody to take me around in Auckland.
I think there's a couple Fijians in Auckland.
I think so, yeah. I bet there's a lot of people there too. Just need to find the right person, whoever reaches out. Yeah.
Let-
what?
Us. No.
Yeah. What's your favorite music?
Or like my favorite band.
Yeah.
Oh. I suppose it depends on the. It depends right now. Or it would depend on like the season of life, I guess. If I was going to go to one concert, right now it would be Ben Rector for sure.
Ben Rector?
Yeah. I've just been loving his music recently.
Ben Rector, I've never. Ben?
Yeah, that's the song that I even played in the background of the video I posted today.
Oh, that song.
Yeah. And I think I used that same song when I was leaving my grandma in Canada.
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, his he's very creative
He's a
musically.
songwriter, eh?
He's a very, very good songwriter. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. You guys should listen to King Stingray songs. They're from here, First Nations band group. They
King Stingray.
Yeah, come back from America. They're big now. Thought I'd introduce the band to you. Thank you.
King
King Stingray.
Stingray.
It's a cool name.
Okay. Loaded here. Man, I'm just getting so many suggestions. The Toyota War. So many good things. Where's
Somebody's asking a question, yeah?
yeah.
Senny Millie. Talofalava.
Talo
John,
Falava.
remember the big field that you guys clear land for Fondalo about 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
So what happened to the harvest?
Yeah. Yeah, another thing that we tested and then it didn't really pan out. Yeah. We planted like 15,000 and then yeah, the people we didn't I think we overplanted and we planted a lot of places that didn't grow very well, but then we also weren't able to maintain it. And so, yeah, I mean, like I take responsibility for that. But yeah, I didn't have a plan for having the people here to look after it, I guess. And we had people to plant it, but then the maintenance part of it was another thing. And yeah, I think I just got really discouraging, and I just never talked about it because we invested, yeah, I don't know, for us a lot of money in it, and then yeah, didn't planted too much and didn't have the ability to look after all of it,
Yeah.
and then yeah, a lot of it didn't survive, and so yeah, that's why. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it again in that mass quantity, in that kind of a way, because it was just too much planted all at one time, which meant that you needed to have like the labor force to look after it
To
and
look
everything
after
like
it,
that.
eh?
Yeah,
In that big mass, and it's like, whoa,
yeah,
keeping.
and
You
yeah,
just need somebody to look after it 24/7 every day.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Like there's a lot of things, guys, that like we've done that can be done better. Like, if I was out on the farm like all day, every day, we'd have a way more better and successful farming operation than we have now. But and it would make money. It might even make more money than we make right now. But then it would just be me and Koroi, and we would just be farming. Like
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do anything else. And so the goal was not to come and be a farmer. The goal was to come and create employment opportunities. And so, yeah.
You can go swimming.
Yeah, sure, buddy. You going swimming?
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun. Yeah, and I love being out on the farm. It's actually the easiest thing. Like, because you just put your head down and you work. It's much less complicated than editing even,
Yeah.
and driving here and there and networking with people and trying to, you know, even doing this, like, trying to make conversation and keep people's attention. And, I'm not trying to keep your attention just for the sake of keeping your attention. Actually, I want to inspire people to be able to do what we do. And so if I was just on the farm all the time, then we wouldn't be doing like the social media stuff and all of that. And so, and the opportunities that has brought us will mean that I think I can do a lot more, hopefully, with the contacts that we've made and the conversations that we're currently a part of, than just being me and a couple guys on the farm. And so, yeah, I've had to think in a way, because it feels weird for me to say, well, yeah, I could probably be making just as much or more money on the farm right now. But what we're doing is trying to build like a big foundation so that we can build a big business off of it. And so, in hopes that, this short-term pain of networking and reinvesting money and learning, how to run a coffee shop and how to do media, all of these things are building us to be the type of people and the type of company that can, really take things to the next level. And so, like, I wouldn't be in talks with, like there'd be no, like, if I was just on the farm, there would be no me sitting down with the managers at Fiji Airways having conversations, right?
Yeah.
Like, that just wouldn't be a thing. And that's fine. But like, this is just the direction that we've chosen to go in, because it's like, hey, and I've said this a bunch over the last week, but like, the two different types of leaders, like the one leader where everybody looks at them and they're like, whoa, I could never do that. And then the other type of leader who also gets the whoa, but instead of getting the whoa, I could never do that, he gets the whoa, I can do that. And so both people are leaders. Just one inspires people to be able to mimic and to be able to do what they've done. And so nothing wrong with either leader. People have different leadership styles. I just want to be the second one because I think Fiji needs more people that can lead and who want to be leaders. And so my goal is to be the type of person that people can be like, whoa, I can be like that. Like, I can be that kind. I can be that kind of a dad. Oh, I can be that kind of a, business owner or a coworker or whatever that is. So.
Yeah. Okay, this is from Tia. Tia Bunbola.
Yeah.
Bro, have you been following the whole mainstream media and how the podcasters are having a field time? Very entertaining. Elon may be buying MSNBC.
Really?
Hope Joe Rogan takes it over. Can't wait. Yeah, I saw it
No.
on X yesterday that he might
No way. Really?
buying it. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. And I think it was checked after the election.
Oh, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
I mean, they're joking about it. The thing
Yeah,
about
yeah.
when Elon jokes is that he actually can.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when you're a the richest person on earth, on the books. I say on the books because there's definitely some very rich oil tycoons, princes, and stuff like that in Saudi
those guys are
Arabia they don't want to be on Forbes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't. Their money isn't traceable. I'm talking in the trillions, apparently. But in the books, Elon Musk has the highest net worth in the world right now, I believe. Donald Trump Jr., Elon Musk joke about purchasing MSNBC. So that would joke, but he actually can. That would be really funny. And so they're joking also. It looks like Joe Rogan asked to take over the Rachel Maddow's job. That should be. That'd be really, really funny. It's Joe Rogan that's all of a sudden on MSNBC. The thing is, Joe Rogan doesn't need mainstream television. Like, that's what makes him Joe Rogan, is that he doesn't answer to anybody's agenda. He doesn't have a boss, right? He is the filter through which they run the whole business, right?
This is from Gem. By far, speaking as you've experienced, what's the best to plant nowadays that can satisfy a farmer financially?
Yeah, I mean, people do really well with Dalo in the right areas. Like in Tabuni, there's some very, very successful Dalo farmers, right? Depends on your soil type and stuff like that. Because of what I know, our experience with Dalo, with Kumala, we even tried pumpkin. We tried an acre of pumpkin this year. It didn't come to anything.
Yeah.
What else? We've tried a bunch of other stuff. I tried to get Fiji Rice to come on board and show us how to plant rice so that we could show you guys how to plant rice, because apparently it's a really easy thing to do. Like, you just scatter it, and after 3 months, like, you harvest it and they buy it. So it's almost like the cool thing about Fiji Rice is that it's almost like the FSC.
Yeah.
There is a buyer for your rice, and it just depends at what stage do you want to sell it off and what dryness. So, like, you can go and like spread it out on the tarps and have it really dry. You get a bit higher of a price, or you can sell it at a bit damper, and they have to do the drying. But like, they will buy whatever you would give to them. And so I believe that we have the recipe for succeeding in the rice industry. So I was, hoping that, we could get some people to come out and show us how to plant some rice. We prepared a couple spots, but they never came. And that's fine, no hard feelings. So I'm just planting. We're just planting all cassava now. Yeah, that's what we're going to focus on because it grows well here. You just stick it in the ground and you don't have to worry about watering it or fertilizing it. We do, we do fertilize it, but yeah, just and that's for now. But I could see us planting, 80, 90 acres of cassava and then having opportunities come to us that uh, people need cassava in mass amounts, right?
Right.
And so there are, conversations I've heard of people in like people that I know having conversations about, guys who need uh, tens of thousands of tons of cassava. And so in anticipation of the gluten-free market not going away and the fact that cassava has many different uses,
One
for
that we-
food,
Yep.
for as an adhesive, like for its starch. I don't see a world in which being a large-scale cassava farmer would be a bad thing. And so based on, how easy it is to plant and how easy it is to maintain and how well it grows here, that's what we're focusing on now is cassava. And so I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. This is just like 4 years of trial and error, and this is kind of what we've landed on. And also, like, with the, the fact that we're trying to get into the cattle farming stuff more,
Yeah.
and, we'll be purchasing a bunch more cattle once we get our electric fence and everything up. Cassava is also, it doesn't hurt for us to have, to be able to harvest hundreds of tons of cassava, and have extra to give to the cows, as a substitute, feed once in a while, like in the dry season when there's not much grass, just to get them fat. And so, because cows will eat like the root, the stem, the leaves, everything. Like I know Dave, he just Pastor Dave, or Dave who was on the podcast here with me. And did we do it live? No, he just did podcast.
Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. He feeds cassava to his cows, and he'll just like pull it, throw the whole thing over the fence,
Wow.
and then you just eat the whole thing, the stem, the
Stem.
leaves, the roots, all.
Yeah.
You don't peel it or anything, and you don't even trim it. Just pull it and throw it all over. But yeah, so we're trying to get 5. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 acres planted before Christmas. So the boys got a big job ahead of them.
Yeah.
And they got a nice bonus waiting for them if I gave them an ultimatum for Kroy and my cousin brother.
That's
like-
why he's like, oh, I have to finish this.
Oh yeah. I'm like, hey, if you guys plant this, I'll give you X dollars. So like,
Yeah.
so they're like both like so determined to get this done.
Yeah.
So also, I will be making a post this week actually. Maybe
Yeah.
we can film it after this
Yeah,
for
yeah.
cassava cuttings.
We need some
Be-
cassava
yeah.
cuttings.
Yeah. Like we could probably use a couple of 3-ton loads of cassava cuttings. I wish we had access to Vitilevu because I'm sure there's way more.
Easier?
Yeah, and like you can just drive wherever, right? But we're kind of limited on this island. But yeah, it is what it is.
Sisa, it's ironic Grace Road does better farming than the Fijians. I suppose it's proof of how mature agriculture is in overseas.
Yes, that. And they have the means also. Like they have the money. So when you have like a cult and a bunch of people, give their lives over to the cult,
Yep.
like when you come over with those kinds of resources, you have the ability to buy, hundreds of acres of very fertile land, in Navua, right? Really nice flat farming land with, and build these facilities and then you have inroads with corrupt politicians and you're able to, build all of these huge, buildings all over the country and
Yep.
you supply directly to your own stores. So you're totally vertical model business and you don't support the local economy really, at all, because all of your money stays within your own company, and you don't, and the people that you hire, you don't even pay them properly, and the people that are here, that are Korean, are like not allowed to leave. Like you take their passports from them. It's a pretty easy way to run a profitable business, but it will come back to bite them in the ass eventually. Yeah, there's no question about it. No question about it.
From Sisa, how do you guys deal with crop and animal thieves? Like recently in Tabua, youths tried to take a horse and 2 cows, but was caught in the act and ran away. Like the police are useless. What would you do?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so we have an M16 and some.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's not much you can do other than, we do have like security cameras. You can get wildlife cameras that are camo that just sit.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sit. You tie them up in a tree, and they just have just like a battery pack in them, and then they only turn on when they sense movement. And so basically, if somebody walks by it or an animal, they're made for wildlife, and we use them in Canada a lot. And then they just take pictures when somebody walks by, and so you can set those up through your farm. Not the cheapest option, obviously, and then just plant a lot too. Plant a lot. So my uncle says you plant enough for the thieves, plant enough for the pigs, and enough for your soli. And then the rest is for whatever your business or
So when you plant, you gotta think about the thieves too. So
yeah,
plant for them as well.
Yeah.
They need it.
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and my uncle actually said, he's like, when I first moved here, that was one of the great advice he gave me when we were sitting at the farm. We were sitting on one of the big stones on the farm, and he's like, Tanya, he's like, when you're planting here, if you plant enough for the thieves, for the church, and for the what? Thieves? Church? What was the other one that I said?
For yourself.
For yourself. And for the pigs.
For the pigs.
Yeah, and for the pigs. So he said, that's why we just plant plenty. He's like, whatever we plant, you just plant lots. Because no matter what, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. It's true. And the people who steal from you will be your own family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's usually the case. Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Trust
in
me.
Fiji, no wild animals, only wild people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Totally, 100%.
Yeah. This question from Remedy.
Yeah.
Can you actually own land in Fiji?
Yeah. You can freehold. Yep. There's lots of, well, not lots, but there's freehold for sale. Yeah. And a lot of it doesn't even hit the market. So.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Yeah, you gotta know somebody. Yeah. Like I know even in Riquetti, where all the irrigation is, like there's people who buy freehold out there all the time, but it's always just like not under the table, but it's all private deals.
Yep.
Like yeah. You just hear of a guy who acquired like a few acres in there, over here, and yeah, you can definitely look online, but like probably your best bet is to walk into a TLTB office and be like, do you guys know of any freehold for sale in this area, right? And they would be able to tell you.
Senemeli. Hey, Uray Tambo is in Lambasa. He passed your village. He came from Bua village.
Oh.
5 hours away. Yeah. We heard he's here in Wainunu. In Bua.
Did he post a video?
Yeah. I think he posted a. No. I watched it on is it Friday night. That he's here in.
Did he was he up in Lambasa?
I didn't saw
okay.
that one,
Okay.
but I just saw the one that they came across from the boat and they went straight to Mbua.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we were talking with Koroi. Koroi is actually his cousin, so they're from the same village, and that's where Koroi first started. He was their boat captain in Moturiki.
Oh.
They vlog. Yeah, they are the first guys, I guess. He started the vlog with Uraya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now he's going around with this guy from Chekope, to use his name, from Kandavu.
Right.
And Chekope's mom's or dad's younger sister, his auntie, is married to a guy in
Oh,
Wainunu.
in Wainunu, so that's why he's
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
yeah.
Urai does such a good job, man. I
Yeah.
mean, like he gets really good viewers, and
Yeah,
his YouTube is he does really like he's really committed to his
yeah,
YouTube channel.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
he's doing that full time, right?
Yeah, it's full time doing it. I guess he's with the new crew in Kandavu. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
actually happened with the crew, but yeah, Koroi knows all the story. So, anyways, Koroi is just like chatting, trying to ask him to come over here.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know, like I really lots of people want us to collab with Urai, and I would totally be down for it. The thing for me is that like I'm not really in like an influencer mindset. Like I'm not thinking about collabs and collabing with influencers for the sake of like getting more followers or like getting his followers. Like that's why people collab, is so that like you can share followers, right? And so I'm just not like in the mindset of that. Like the reason that we create content is so that so like I said, like just to inspire people to be good parents, or share a faith online, or to show people like how do we do business. Not saying that this is how you do business, but this is the things that we're passionate about. And so I'd be super pumped though if he would be willing to come by and hang
Yeah.
out here. That'd be fun.
Yeah, Koroi's Koroi's the guy.
So he's messaging with
Yeah,
him.
he's trying
Yeah,
to
sweet.
chat
Yeah,
him
that'd
up
be
to
really
come
cool.
over.
Yeah.
So
Like I
that'd be
think
great.
that's why we have Tui. So Tui thinks about the content, so that I'm thinking about other stuff. That's really what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to this, like collabs and doing this kind of stuff, like that is not really super on my radar. But I would be willing to do it for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems like a nice enough guy from what I've seen. Yeah.
Is the Waka Family YouTube channel monetized?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the only social media platform that we
Yeah,
get.
but like we don't make any money off of like say people who watch in Fiji, because like
ads, yeah?
people don't show ads
Yeah.
in Fiji, right?
Yeah.
And so the only way for us to make money is to sell off like advertising space inside of our videos to businesses who want to advertise. So I'm just looking at Urai's channel here. It looks like he released one a few weeks ago where he was at an Airbnb, and it's called the best Airbnb in Fiji, I think.
Oh.
And so like his description starts off with like the Airbnb's phone number and stuff like that. So he would have probably gotten paid, or maybe they gave him the Airbnb for free or something like
Right.
that to advertise for them. And so that's the kind of stuff that how we can make money off of YouTube. We do make a bit, but not much. So that's just we only make money off of the views overseas where
Yeah.
people are shown ads, right?
Yeah, I noticed.
And
Because we don't have view. I don't know why, but it's only when I on my VPN.
you start getting ads.
Yeah, I started seeing.
So if you
ads.
guys want to watch, if you guys want to help us make money on YouTube, you can go pay for a VPN, and then on your VPN and make it seem as though you're watching from Canada, the US, or Australia, and then we would make advertising revenue.
But if you have Starlink now in Fiji, and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
watch- yeah,
It's true. With the rise of Starlink, we might start making more money.
yeah, yeah. in
Hey,
Fiji,
go buy a Starlink. It's cheap. They're like $5, I think.
Yo.
RBs extra. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's watching through Starlink is getting ads. That's right.
Yeah.
Dude,
I-
now in Canada, like you get ads like every 2 minutes
Yeah.
on every video.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Like, cause here, like I would never buy the YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
Cause like we never get ads.
Right.
So there's no use. Like it doesn't really make a difference for me. Other than that, YouTube Premium, you can like close YouTube and the video keeps playing, which is useful sometimes if you're just using YouTube like for its music or something like that. But in Canada, I was like, oh, this is why people get the YouTube Premium because like they don't have to watch ads every like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't I would never really get it here. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get Starlink though.
Yeah. But with with Starlink coming up now, it shows us ads from where? Where does it show you ads from? The Starlink? Australia?
Australia,
Or New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
much
here's how you
everywhere.
guys can help the Walk family. Go buy Starlink and then start watching our YouTube videos. And just keep put them on play because it's unlimited data, right?
Yeah.
So just when you go to sleep, open up a tab on
On
the video and just
stuff from
and put it on
Vlogland.
auto. Just pick up the 2024 playlist of our videos or whatever, and then just on it and just make sure it auto plays the next video and just let it run, baby. Mute, go to bed.
Have you tried some nostalgia bait videos to make more money from the overseas gang?
What's that?
Have you tried some nostalgia bait videos?
Like, what does
to
that
make-
mean? Nostalgia bait, like old.
Maybe just showing how to cook for people in overseas.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the thing about us, like, see, Uriah is going. He's a content creator, right? Like he's that's what he does full time. He's thinking about making these videos, and he documents everything that he does. Like for us, we're just like, okay, bring the video, like bring the camera. We gotta go to the farm because we have to check the bananas. Like that's, but we're not going out and actually making videos. Like we did that. The only one that I can think of that we did recently was when we went and did the one with Philip and
the
building his house up there.
Call of Duty one.
Yeah, the Call of Duty. Yeah, Paradise. If you guys go on our YouTube channel and you just look for the last in the thumbnail, it says Paradise. That was the one where we were like, oh, this would make a really cool. And we thought about the storyline, and then we
shot
edited.
list.
Yeah, shot list, like all of the shots that we need and stuff like that. That was a fun one. And so I enjoyed making that. I do enjoy it. It's just I don't get the opportunity to do it all the time.
Yeah, because we have a lot
Yeah,
that we have our focus on
yeah,
out of YouTube, I guess. It's just spread.
Yeah,
spread
yeah.
all over.
Yeah, spread all
over. With Uraya, it's easy for him because he's just focusing on just one, which is YouTube.
yeah, exactly. If anybody knows of somebody who would be looking for like part-time accounting work or admin, I need Sam. You guys, I don't know if some of you guys remember Sam, who used to work for us. Sam moved to Shuva, and so it was great having a person in his role because that was like a person that I could, not a personal assistant, because I don't really feel like personal assistant sounds like bougie, yeah, or something like that. Like, yeah, but he was taking care of so much stuff, like filing all of our FNPF and dealing, like with the books and all that kind of stuff, and it's just getting backlogged and it's stressing me out. So if anybody knows anybody that would want to, I guess I need somebody that actually has accounting experience this time. That's the only difference, is I need somebody who can actually tell me what are the FIRCA obligations. I can't be a person who's telling you what we need to do. You have to tell me. And so I just need that person to come in-house and
help
and do that work for us, whether it's full-time or not.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're just getting out of school, that would be ideal. We love working with people who are young and not stuck in their ways. And if you're not young, then hopefully you're not stuck in your ways. As far as like, being willing to think outside the box and do things in new and exciting ways. But that would really, really help out this operation and free me up to do what I'm good at, which is the marketing and sales stuff.
Because right now you're doing both, and
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it at all. And then like December's coming and like I'm going to be so backlogged in December, January. Like, yeah. Now I'm getting stressed out thinking about it.
it's called interns. Yeah,
Yeah, intern, like, yeah, even a paid intern, that'd be sick. Do you have space on his floor?
yeah.
You can sleep there. Sleep at his feet.
Sleep on
Boaz.
my feet.
Boaz and
knees.
Ruth style. You can be the Ruth to his Boaz.
Boaz.
Okay, guys, sweet. We've gone for a while here. I had fun though. I don't even know how many of you are watching on the other side, but it's been fun. Thank you guys for interacting and asking questions and having conversations. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. Even the talking about the dollar stuff kind of hurts, but I hope you guys take something away from my failures too in that area. So thank you guys for watching. I will be, I'll be doing this again on Friday, but
Yeah.
probably just on one of the platforms. But
Yeah, because I'll be away.
yeah, Tui's gone.
I'm going
As
to
of-
Suva.
Yeah, tomorrow, the day
Wednesday.
after tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for joining. This was On the Mat Live, the OG. I know there's other On the Mats that are starting to take place. I'm glad that we're inspiring people to do live streams, but you got to do something other than On the Mat if you're going to start your own live stream. I mean, I'm very inspired, but like, don't try to be like us. You don't want to be like us. You want to do your own thing. On the Mat was a very literal, because we were sitting on mats when we were doing the live. That's why we called it On the Mat. So this is the OG On the Mat. My name is Jonathan, and that's Tui behind the camera. So we'll see you guys later.
Yo,
Peace.
Monday.